Nothing beats using one of the best gaming monitors around, whether you're rocking a cheap laptop or even the best gaming laptop. Gaming monitors come in all shapes and sizes, and they're really useful for providing more display real estate for games and freeing up your laptop screen for guides or Twitch chats. The best monitor for gaming that we've tested so far is the Asus VG279QM. This is a 27-inch IPS monitor, with a 1080p resolution and a whopping 280Hz refresh rate. The build quality is impressive, and it has outstanding ergonomics, including rotation to portrait mode and a wide swivel range. It gets bright enough to overcome glare, but its reflection handling is only decent, so it's best to avoid direct sunlight. It isn't as well suited for dark rooms, as its low contrast ratio makes blacks look gray, which is expected of most IPS panels. In addition to its 280Hz refresh rate, this monitor has a superb response time that results in very little motion blur. The response time doesn't change much when playing at 60Hz, making it a good choice for console gamers. Also, there's an optional black frame insertion feature to further improve motion clarity. It supports FreeSync natively and it's compatible with NVIDIA's G-Sync 2. HDR is supported, but unfortunately, this monitor can't display a wide color gamut, even though its HDR peak brightness is decent. In terms of extra features, this monitor doesn't offer much. You get a USB 3.0 port for charging, and you can add a virtual crosshair, timer, or frame rate counter on the screen. The backlight is flicker-free to help reduce eye strain, which is great for those long gaming sessions. Overall, the 1080p resolution might be a bit low for some, especially if you plan on using the monitor for productivity tasks. However, if gaming is the priority, then you should check this one out. The best monitor for 4K consoles we've tested so far is the Asus CG32UK. This 32-inch monster packs in basically everything you could want: extremely low input lag, good motion handling and excellent contrast thanks to its VA panel. The monitor is also Display HDR 600 certified, elevating it above most other monitors in terms of its color reproduction and brightness, so it's great for watching TV or movies as well. This is a FreeSync display, meaning variable refresh rates are supported on Xbox One and PCs with AMD graphics cards between 40 and 60 Hz. The monitor hasn't been certified as G-Sync compatible, but we didn't spot any issues when manually enabling G-Sync to get variable refresh rate support on PCs with NVIDIA graphics cards. As well as offering strong fundamentals, the Asus is also a well-designed monitor with plenty of added features and design flourishes, like a flat base and convenient USB ports for charging your controllers, a remote, ambient RGB backlighting and the fanciest on-screen display for choosing your settings that we've ever seen. Its large size, at 32 inches, also means it's possible to sit on a bed or sofa and still make out details on the screen, something that would be impossible on a 27-inch set. Overall, it's a great choice, the only issue being that UK availability is poor as of the monitor's launch in early 2020. The Asus XG438Q has been something of a revelation. This 43-inch display supports 4K at 120Hz with Display HDR 600 over DisplayPort 1.4, making it perfect for both slow-paced games with lots of eye candy, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and fast-paced, competitive shooters, Call of Duty Warzone, Valorant. It's a proper monitor, not a TV, so input lag is extremely low and you have all of the usual genre-specific display modes and gaming-focused features, like a setting that will lighten dark areas to help you spot enemies lurking in corners. At 43 inches, the Asus monitor is well suited for smaller living rooms, but also works on a desk if you're able to sit back a bit. The large size of the screen means that you can get away with 100 or 125% scaling in Windows, in comparison with smaller 4K monitors which demand 150% scaling or higher, so you can really make use of the massive amount of screen real estate that 4K provides. The XG438Q uses a VA panel, which has a familiar set of strengths and weaknesses. Contrast is fantastic, rated at 4000:1, and peak brightness is a strong 600 nits, so both dark scenes and bright highlights in HDR content are well reproduced. Color accuracy is also a strength, with 90% of the DCI-P3 gamut covered. That makes this monitor a reasonable choice for color-sensitive work like video editing, with only the most modern IPS or OLED screens providing a better experience. The only real downsides to report are middling motion resolution, The quoted 4 milliseconds GTG pixel response time means fast action can sometimes appear a little blurry, and mediocre viewing angles. There's also no HDMI 2.1 here, so next-gen consoles won't be able to take advantage of this screen's higher refresh rate. Even with these limitations in mind, the Asus ROG Strix XG438 remains a terrific choice, especially given that smaller monitors like the Predator X27P often cost far more. Now's a great time to buy a new PC gaming monitor. So many games are enhanced with great graphics, there are always Asus deals to be had, no need to wait for Black Friday 2020, and there's a massive range to choose from. High-quality graphics are super important when you're playing, and the gaming monitors sometimes sold with PCs are pretty rubbish. You may also want to use a monitor alongside a gaming laptop. The display size, also known as viewable image size, VIS, is the physical size of the area where videos are displayed, not the monitor case itself. The size of a screen is the length of its diagonal, which is the distance between opposite corners, usually in inches. The display size of this large monitor is 27 inches. Check our Compare Monitors page to see other monitors this size at a larger range of prices. When it comes to the all-important specs, the max screen resolution is 3840 by 2160 pixels, the refresh rate is 144 Hz, and can run at 144 Hz. This gaming monitor weighs 20.3 pounds, important to know if you're taking it to live events or college. The color of this monitor is NA. As it's a Swift PG series monitor, it also comes sporting the G-Sync hardware to deliver super smooth PC gaming, synced up to the frame rate of your NVIDIA graphics card. It's rated as G-Sync Ultimate, which puts it above standard G-Sync in that it offers the full display HDR 1000 certification. That means the screen is capable of Retina searing peak luminance levels of 1,000 CD/M2, though the Asus VA panel will typically run at 500 CD/M2. That's still a lot brighter than your standard 350 CD/M2 gaming monitor, and means it can nail the pinpoint bright lights of HDR gaming and video. And oh mama, does it look good doing it? There are few panels, beyond a Samsung Cool or LG OLED TV, that I've seen such good HDR performance from. The Swift PG35 VQ uses a quantum dot filter to help deliver the necessary coloring for a quality HDR image, and the 512 zone backlighting helps bring the intense contrast. The Asus ROG Swift PG35 VQ, in the end, is an outstanding gaming monitor. It's good looking, I'm even starting to come around to the funky stand and down firing LED aesthetic, and makes HDR content genuinely pop. It still suffers from the PC's propensity to totally screw up HDR, and the variable backlighting under SDR looks dreadful, but those are easy to manage away and you're just left with a brilliant PC screen.